Welcome to the CEO show, Cashflow, Equality, and Ownership. My name is Kerry Lee Hartley, and I'm a millennial mogul in the making, just like you. This show was created to open up a winning environment for like-minded thought leaders to come together and connect. We keep it hot, honest, open, and transparent. We are also keeping it positive. So let's connect, spread ideas, let's support one another, let's earn degrees and certifications, let's change lives, and let's hold each other accountable for being the change we want to see in the world. Today's episode, no personal guarantee, building business credit with Brex. That's right. The company and the business banking mogul, I would say, they are definitely amazing and big time Brex. I want to talk to you about getting that no personal guarantee credit card that you and your business were looking for. Today, we're going to keep it pretty simple. We're going to move really smoothly through this, our format now. And we're also going to give you something that you can leave this episode with and implement in your business, and you can maximize your potential and definitely get you some more leverage in your business. With this being said, I want to jump right into this. Brex is a really awesome opportunity that I hope everyone out there knows about. I've actually implemented it in my business. I've actually got my cousin, my big cousin, implementing this in his business, as well as my big brother. You don't know, if you don't know, you don't already know about Happy Hearts Pet Care Service. That's my cousin's company. He is servicing Atlanta, soon to be servicing as many places as you can see. And my big brother, that is the bearded chef, KH. He is a traveling chef, definitely implementing this in his business, and of course me on the investment fund side. So this is useful in many different businesses. So three simple things I want you to see is: number one, that a small business, oops, I cannot do my spelling here. Let me fix this up. For my video audience, you probably can see me typing too fast, but for my audio audience, you will just be able to probably hear this edited. So a small business can build business credit with no personal guarantee. Let me say that again. Three simple things to see. Number one, a small business can build business credit with no personal guarantee. That is actually a very great opportunity for you. Number two, Brex has a credit card that is paid daily. That's right. The business banking solutions platform, Brex, has a credit card, a business credit card that is paid daily. We'll jump back into this after I go to number three. Brex offers business banking with corporate credit cards, i.e., business credit cards, spend management software, and no minimum or fees, which is super awesome. I still also have my big box bank. I also have my community bank that I use with my business, but I also implement Brex as a great opportunity for me to use some really cool features that I don't get in those other options. So Brex, I'm on the website now. It says it's an all-in-one finance, and they give you different titles here: nonprofits, agencies, e-commerce, CFOs, makers, startups, and they say every business. When I honestly tell you, like, this is, of course, something that I am proud to be partnering with Brex with to get my audience actually implementing it. But just as a user of this, you know, I have actually really enjoyed using their platform. The Brex card is really actually an ingenious idea. I believe that when you are building business credit, one of the probably confusing things is the difference between personal credit and business credit payment. My apologies. Your actual payment period. So with you basically paying daily with this credit card that they offer for especially smaller businesses, this is showing very great payment history. And how they do it is you actually don't get a debit card. Yeah, take that into thought for a second. You don't get a debit card, you actually get a credit card. That's it. And with this, you can actually create virtual credit cards. So if you have employees, or you can actually also implement vendor credit cards as well. With that being said, your limit is your bank account. So what's in your bank account for that day and what you spend, or what you're able to spend on your credit card is based off your limit in your bank account. So it's almost like a very unique secured credit card. But get this, there's no personal guarantee. So you actually do not sign up with your social security number. You sign up with your EIN. So this is for entities. These is very awesome for small businesses because now you actually get someone that gets it, that you are not already a publicly traded company and that you are trying to get your business some credit. But also, as an entrepreneur, you may not have a perfect credit score, or you may not just want to mix up your credit life and your credit potential on your personal side with your business, because in theory, they're two separate things. So let me jump into my notes here. I don't want to run over. This is a shot here. And for my podcast audience, I'll go ahead and read it over. But I'm on the Brex.com website. And they tell you that this card actually gives you like points back. It's like a reward system. And actually, now that I'm in the system, I see that you can redeem it for crypto. You can redeem it for cash. You can redeem it for travel, like miles, and also travel expenses. So it's really cool. You actually get 8 times. Their scale system is on a multiple. So 8x on rideshare, 8x, 5x on Brex travel, 4x on restaurants, 3x on recurring software. If you can hear me clapping, thank you, because I spend a lot of money on SaaS, software as a service, or reoccurring software, and 1x on the rest. So believe I researched this, and 1 point or 1 point back is equivalent to a penny. So you are actually going to actually see a little bit of cash, especially if you are a CapEx, or I'm sorry, an OpEx intensive business, or less fancy words, you spend money to run your business pretty often. You can issue cards with custom limits and track your team's expenses. There is fraud protection and zero liability. So that protects you from the fraud, and also no personal guarantee. Separate your business and personal spending, no liability. Isn't that something that I find super hard to come across often? You don't really hear a lot of people talk about this, and I am just going to give this a big old highlight here because this does not happen often. Definitely want to look into what a personal guarantee is, but if you don't know, now you know. All right, backing up out of here, I want to go back to our second note. It's telling you a little bit about the bureaus that actually accept, actually give you your business credit score. So you have Dun and Bradstreet, you have Experian, and you have Equifax. So Experian and Equifax probably sound familiar because they are actually on your personal side. Dun and Bradstreet may be a pretty new one for you if you are not familiar with business credit. And with that being said, you still will want to know them. So they all have their own name for their score. Think of like FICO score or Vantage score. So you got your Paydex credit score for Dun and Bradstreet. You have your Experian IntelliScore business score. So a lot of scores there. And then I think they just call it your payment index, business credit risk score, and business failure score over on the Equifax side. And there are a few more also on the Dun and Bradstreet, with your commercial credit score and your financial stress credit score. This screenshot is pretty good. I know for my listening audience, I'm going to kind of keep it simple. So Paydex credit score rating scale is 0 to 100. Good scores ranging around 80 plus. The commercial credit score and financial stress credit score differ a bit, but I will link this into the show notes. Experian, you will also see your business score being from 0 to 100, with 76 being a good score, versus the 80 plus in the business credit score for Paydex at Dun and Bradstreet. And Equifax, your business payment index is 0 to 100, and a good score there is 90. So if you think about it like this, in my opinion, one safe way to be good with them all is to have 90 plus, because if the highest one here is 90 and the rest do have a little leniency, that means you'll be extra good with the Experian and Dun and Bradstreet. So what does this have to do with what you are going to do and to implement this? Well, glad you asked. 3 simple things to do here. And that's number 1 is to ensure you have a registered business and an EIN. So it goes I kind of feel like without saying, but if you're really new to this entrepreneurship and business owner opportunity for you to learn one simple thing is that a business is different than your personal. And when you register a business, it's called a non-natural person. Real quick disclaimer, I am not an accountant, nor am I an attorney, and I cannot give you legal advice, nor can I give you financial advice for your business, such as a CPA can or a financial advisor who is licensed. I am just giving you information and general knowledge that you can learn a little bit more about this topic with. So ensuring you have a registered business may actually mean a corporation, which could be S Corp or C Corp or an LLC. Those are like entities that are pretty common. An EIN is like a social security number, but for your business, that could be registered. You can definitely look it up or reach out to a professional to help you with both of these. And then the second thing you would like to do, or you're really supposed to do to help you get this business credit score up using Brex, is to use your business credit card for expenses. As we mentioned, Brex offers a business card that you pay daily, and it gives you a limit based off your bank account amount. So using your card to actually spend it on your expenses is something that you can implement. I'm actually making that transition now in my business as I found Brex. I'm no longer using my business debit card as much as I am wanting to transition over to using all of my expenses on my business credit card. Super easy. I actually think this is genius because you're actually getting some points back. People do this already on their personal side. Why not be able to do it on your business side, especially when your business may be really hungry and eating up all your capital? Why not get some points back and gain some leverage by growing your credit scores across the board for your business? Third simple thing to do is to check your business score, i.e., again, for my viewing audience, I have misspelled something, but that's okay, i.e., using nav.com. So nav.com is actually a website where you can actually go to. I like to think of it as like the Credit Karma or Credit Sesame. I usually use Credit Karma on my personal side. Haven't really used Credit Sesame, but I know Credit Karma typically is for your personal side. They give you your score, they tell you what has happened, and they give you like an update. That's typically free. Nav has a free opportunity for you to do that, as well as a premium one that actually gives you your score. With nav.com, they're like more of the business side, and they also work with your personal side. So if you want all in one, you can check it out. With nav.com, I actually saw an article here that was, or actually a frequently asked question on their website, where it talks about what is the difference between EIN and like a social security on your credit card, i.e., personal guarantee. That's when you put your social security. So I'm checking out this part right here, and I am looking at this part right here for my viewing audience. It just says, just as there are some business card options available with to those with no personal credit score, there are some options where social security number or personal guarantees is not required to get improved, but they are limited. The Brex cards, for example, rely on the EIN for their underwriting, meaning like their approval. So social security numbers aren't required to apply. However, because the Brex card underwrite off the EIN, sole proprietorships, or props as they say, aren't a good fit for this card. Yeah, that's right. You heard it right here. Brex is actually getting a shout out from Nav, and Nav actually is one of the platforms that promote different business cards all the way up to Amex, which is American Express, or the Chase cards, or even Wells Fargo business cards. So right here on Nav, on their frequently asked questions, people are already asking, hey, can I apply for a corporate credit card or a credit card with just my EIN? And you know what? Out of all the other options they could have said, they are actually shouting out Brex. And that is definitely proof to me that Brex is turning into the real deal place to build you some business credit with no personal guarantee. Brex is not also just some weird off-name brand company. They are straight bringing it to you for everyone with great branding, a great platform, and it's really something that's awesome to even tell people who are business owners or no business owners about. So with that being said, it's been amazing to give you a short, simple, and very complete opportunity here that you can take advantage of in a quick episode about building business credit with no personal guarantee using Brex. So my takeaway is get ready for it. You ready? You can build business credit even though you're not publicly traded or some ginormous company. You can do this by doing very similar things that you would do in your personal credit with some differences. There's an advantage to building business credit, and I definitely will tackle this in another episode. But business credit is leverage, and that's something we also talk about in another episode. So even though you have a great business score, what you are really doing is giving yourself some way that you can create some leverage. Some use it for cash flow management, some use it for quickness. Like I'm in the investment side, particularly with closing deals such as real estate. If you have some credit, you can move quicker. If you have a line of credit, maybe even an unsecured line of credit, but you got to get some score. You got to show lenders that you are responsible. And this is simply just doing it like you would, like you were applying for a job, having a great resume, and your business credit score and your business credit report will be like your resume, with lenders seeing what you have actually done with the money that has been given to you before. So with that being said, go be a rock star. You're a millennial mogul. We're all moguls in our own way because you're already listening to the show. And we are definitely excited to hear about you taking control of your business credit. And let me know how Brex has done for you if you are actually looking to implement it. Check out the show notes if you're interested in signing up for Brex. And also, please tell somebody about the show. The C.E.O podcast is for everyone. I know we're building millennial moguls, but even us other non-millennials can listen to the show. So if you can, do me a favor, leave a good review. I would love a great review on all the podcast platforms that you're listening to. And if you're watching on YouTube, please smash that thumbs up and also leave a comment letting us know how you love the show and maybe even share it across your social media platforms. Have a great day, and I'll be checking in with you tomorrow. Thank you so much.